First of all, thanks for being part of this video. In this video, we are going to see 10 mixed arithmetic questions of PO level. First question is A and B started a business with investment of 6,000 and 9,000 respectively. The time period for which A and B invested were in the ratio of 5:3. Okay, given that A and B invested 6,000 and 9,000, time periods are in the ratio of 5:3. So this is the ratios. 3 2 times we get by 2 times 10 and this is 9. The question says that if the annual profit received was 4370, so this is a profit, then what is A share in the profit? The ratio we get here is nothing but a profit share. So this is divided in A 9 parts, 10 parts, and B 9 parts. So what we need to find is what is the 10 parts value. We need to find the 10 parts value. Total 19 parts value is 4370. We need to find the 10 parts value. 19 2 times 38, 57 means 30 times. So 10 into 230, which will be 2300, is our answer. Option D is our answer. Next we are going to see second question. The price of the rice has increased by 20%. So initially assume that the price is 100. Now it becomes 120. Lalu has decided to spend only 8% more than the what he initially did on buying rice. So he is only capable of buying only 108. Okay. Next, what is the percentage decrease in Lalu's rice consumption? So asked about a percentage decrease. So in this case, what we see here is here increased to 120 and he is only taking 108. So percentage decrease means difference between these two, we get to 12. Decrease means we take a bigger value from this one, which is 120 into 100. So 12 10 times 10 10 times. This is our answer. Next, third question. A person buys an article for some rupees. So some rupees, he finds that if he had sold the article at a profit of 13% of the selling price. So here a statement is that profit of 13% of selling price. Okay, this is one statement said, rather than selling it at a profit of 13% of the cost price. Profit of 13% of cost price. So there are two statements. Okay, here we don't know the selling price. Okay, let's see. In question says that rather than, so difference between these two will be 422.50 more. So this is the difference between these two. So the difference between these two will be 4 to 2.50. So what we need to find is find the cost price of the article. So here we have P is equals to 13% means 13 divided by 100 of SP. Here we have P equals to 13% means 13 divided by 100 of CP. Here we have in CP and here we have in SP. So converting this into CP, how we convert is, we know that profit is equals to selling price minus cost price equals to 13 divided by 100 into SP. So SP goes this side, SP minus 13 divided by 100 SP, which will be 87 by 100 SP is equals to CP. So SP value will be 100 divided by 87 CP. So place this SP in here. We get P equals to 13 divided by 100 into SP means here instead of SP we write 100 divided by 87 CP. So 0 these are cancelled and we get profit is equals to 13 divided by 87 CP. The question says that the difference between this and this is 422.50. So what we get here is 13 divided by 87 minus 13 divided by 100 of CP. Both are CPs equals to what we get is 422.50. Here 13 is also common, so taking a 13 common and we'll divide this one. 13 2 times 3 times 39, and 39 means left with 3. 32 means 2 times 26, left with 65 means 0.5 times. So what we get is 32.5 from this one. So here what we have is 1 by 87 minus 1 by 100. 100 minus 87, which will be 13. So again we got a CP value is 13 divided by 87 into 100 equals to 32.5. 13 2 times is 26, 6.5 means 2.5. So what we get is 2.5 into, so total CP value is 2.5 into 100 means 250 into 87. 25 7 times will be 175. 25 8 times will be 200. This will be 21750. So answer is 2150 is our answer. So the answer option E is our answer. Next question is the fourth question. Let's make this comfortable like this. Okay. Fourth question says that there are 52 beggars outside a temple. So total beggars is 52. 312 apples are distributed among them, so that each man, so man and woman is given. So total number of man beggars and woman beggars are 52 beggars, and says that each man gets 9 apples. We don't know how many men, plus each woman gets 5 apple. So 5 apples for each woman, and we don't know how many women are here. So sum of all these will be 312 apples. So what we need to find is find the number of men and women. So we need to find the value of men and women. So what we do is into 5 times. This is into 5 times. 5 2 times is 10. 5 times 25, 260. So now what we have is subtracting these are cancelled. We have 4 men equals to, this will be 2 5 52. So men equals to 13. We have m plus w equals to 52. So women equals to 39. So we got men equals to 13 and women equals to 39. Option A is our answer. Next, fifth question. A car A leaves a city at 5 p.m. and it drives at a speed of 30 km per hour. So car A leaves and travels at a speed of 30 km per hour and started at 5 p.m. Okay, next one. 3 hours later, another car B leaves the city in the same direction as the car A. So another car after 3 hours means at 8 p.m. same direction. In how much time will car B be 12 kilometers ahead of car A? So car A, if the speed of the car B is 50 kilometers per hour, so it is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour, and the question says that at what time it will be 12 kilometers apart from car A. So the times here are different. So to make the times equal, what we do is after 3 hours it goes up to 30, again 30, and again 30. 3 hours it reaches to 90 kilometers. So the difference between these two is 90 kilometers, plus this car need to travel total 90 kilometers and extra 12 kilometers ahead of car A. So 12 kilometers ahead means 90 plus 12, which is 102 kilometers. 102 kilometers must be ahead to this car. car A. The question asked is in how much time. We know time is equals to total distance. Total distance is 102 kilometers by the relative speed here is in the same direction. So the difference between these two is 20. So what we get from this is 25 times 100 and point 1 hours. It takes 5.1 hours. 0.1 hours is nothing but 5 hours plus we left with 2 by 20 into 60. This will be 3 2 times 6 minutes. So 5 hours 6 minutes will it takes to cross car B 12 meters ahead of car A. So this is our answer, 5 hours 6 minutes. Option D is our answer. Next, sixth question. So the sixth question says that in an exam of 100 marks, the average marks of a class of 40 students is 76. So total marks of 40 students is 40 into 76. If the top 3 scores of the class leaves, so 3 members leaving, 1 2 3, so remaining are 37 students. The average score falls down by 1. So here it is 76, here the average is 75. So the total score of all the 37 is 37 into 75. 37 into 75 is the total score of 37 people. And it is said that if the other two toppers except the highest topper, this is 1 2 3, first ranker, second ranker, third ranker, except this one, these two scored not more than 85. So it means they must be reached up to 85, but they not scored more than 85. So let's take them as they secured 85, both are 85. 2 into 85 is the total score of both these two. Then what is the minimum score that topper can score? So to find the value of this one, we need to subtract all this. So here we get, so 4 into 76 means 152. 152 2 times will be 3. 152 2 times will be 30. 304 and 0 minus that 75. Let's take this 37 as 40 minus 3 into 75. 75 4 times will be 3000. 3000 minus 3 5 times 15, 225. Okay, what we get is 775. 775 2775 minus this will be 82 times 160 plus 10 170. So total we have 3040 minus this will be 170 means 5489 2945. So here we have 54 and here 40. So total we have 94 is the minimum marks secured by the topper. So answer is, wait a second, here 55 and 40 which is 95. So topper scored 95 marks, minimum marks is 95. Option C is our answer. Next, seventh question. In a village, two contestants A and B are contesting in an election. 70% of the registered votes cast their votes in the election and A wins the election by 400 votes. So at 100 percentage, 70 percentage are voted, casted their votes, and A minus B is 400 is given. If A had 6 by 8 of his present votes, so 6 by 8 of A votes would have been equal to B votes. It is given like this. So what we have is instead of B we can write 6 by 8 A, or else A equals to 4 by 3 B. So instead of A we can write 4 by 3 B. So we place 4 by 3 here. 4 by 3 B minus B means 3B equals to 400. So we get B equals to 400. Here we have 4 minus 3B by 3. So B value we get is 1200. So B value 1200 means A value is 400 more than 1200, which is 1600. So the total, which is 70x, 70% is nothing but both these two. 2800 is 70%. The question asked is, how many registered voters are there in the village? Asked about 100% value. 70% value is 2800 means into 40 times. This will be 1000, will be 100% will be 4000. So answer is 4000. Option C is our answer. Next, eighth question. Ajay, Yogesh and Sudhir start from same place. So start from same place. Ajay, Yogesh and Sudhir, and travels in the same direction at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers per hour, and 50 kilometers per hour. So these are the speeds. Okay. Yogesh starts 2 hours after Ajay. So after 2 hours, means he travels 20 plus another 20, which will be 40 kilometers he can travel when he starts. So the difference between these two will be 20 kilometers apart from these two. The difference between the distances is 40 kilometers. Okay. Next, if Yogesh and Sudhir overtake Ajay at the same instant, this Sudhir also overtake this person with the help with the Yogesh instant time. When Yogesh overtakes Ajay at the same time, yes, Sudhir also overtake the Ajay. So first we see at what distance this Yogesh overtake the Ajay. Here the difference between these two is distance. Distance is we need to know at what time they cross each other. So time equals to distance. Distance apart both these two is 40, and relative speed, the difference between these two, they are moving in the same direction, so the relative speed is the difference between these two, which will be 10. So after 4 hours Yogesh reached and overtake the Ajay. So after 4 hours means first hour he travels 30 kilometers, so total 34 times, which will be 120 kilometers. After traveling 120 kilometers, Yogesh overtake the Ajay. So Yogesh overtake the Ajay after 120 kilometers. So at the same 120 kilometers, Sudhir is also overtake the Ajay. So Sudhir speed we know that 50 kilometers per hour. The distance he need to travel is 120 kilometers. So what is the time taken by Sudhir to travel 120 kilometers? 120 divided by 50 will be the time for Sudhir. We get 2.4 hours. So Sudhir take 2.4 hours, but he started and completed 120 kilometers in his speed is 20. So time is equals to, he take 6 hours to complete 120 kilometers, but he completes only 2.4 hours. So at the question asked is, how many hours after Ajay did Sudhir start? Asked about after how many hours back the Sudhir started. So what we need to do is the difference between this time and this time is our answer. 6 minus 2.4, which will be 4.6 hours after the start of Ajay, the Sudhir started. So answer will be, wait a second, it is not 4.6, it is 6 minus 2.4 means 3.6 hours. After 3.6 hours Sudhir started. Okay, now we are going to see question number 9. Here the question is, the work done by a man, a woman and a child, man, woman, child, in the same time are in the ratio of 5 is to 4 is to 3. There are 25 men and 30 women and 35 children. So total efficiencies will be 25 into 5 times, which is 125. This will be 120. 3 into 35, we get 105. So sum of all these is efficiencies, which will be 350. So for 350 units of efficiency, their weekly wages is 1470. 1470 is their wages. Okay, next the question says that what will be the wage of 14 men, talking about 14 men and 26 women and 36 children. We have 14 5 times, 26 4 times, 36 3 times, which will be 70 plus, this will be 52 plus 2 104 plus 18 108. So total we have 4 plus 8 12, 8 282. So the question asked is, how much wage is paid for 282 units. We have 350 units work we paid off with 1470. We need to find the value of this one. So what we do is divide each and every one. This is 0 0 cancel, 21 times 7, 21 times 7 5 times. So what we have is x equals to 282 divided by 5, and this comes this side with into 21. So what we get is 564 plus 40 plus 282, which will be 22895922 divided by 5. So what we get is 5 11 times is 55, 42 means 8 times, 22 means 4 times, and 0.4 times. So x value we get is 1184.4. This is the answer for our question. Option D is our answer. Next, sorry for this one. I think I'm the only one who makes clumsy while practicing questions or while doing in while solving the questions. This much clumsy I'll do while I'm doing exams. But I can understand where I'm using and where I am stopping, where I'm starting and where I'm stopping. Okay, let's see the question 10. At the usual rowing rate means at normal speed of the boat, Vijay can travel 12 kilometers downstream in a river 6 hours less than it takes him to travel the same distance upstream. So talking about upstream minus downstream took 6 hours. Okay, we have t, which is the distance by speed. Distance is given that 12 kilometers. 12 by upstream means m minus s. Here 12 divided by m plus s equals to 6. 6 2 times, 6 2 times. So what we have is, let's take 2 common. This will be m square minus s square equals to m plus s minus m plus s. M cancel, we have 2s, 2 times 4s equals to m square minus s square. So we have this one equation. Next, but when he doubles his usual rowing rate, means if we take instead of m we take 2m, then the 12 kilometers per hour travels take only 1 hour less than 12 kilometers upstream. Talking about rowing rate of his 24 kilometers, both downstream and upstream combiningly 24 kilometers. So downstream 12 kilometers and upstream 12 kilometers. This time when speed of the boat m is taken as 2m, it takes only 1 hour less. So now the case is T up minus TD is equals to only 1 hour. 12 divided by 12 minus 12 divided by here 2m minus s. This is 2m plus s equals to 1. So from this what we get here is, let's take 12 as common. 2m plus s minus 2m plus s. Cancel, 2 times 24s. 24s equals to, this goes this side with 2 square m square. 2 square will be 4m square minus s square. So what we have is 24s equals to 4m square minus s square. Here we have 4s equals to m square minus s square. So what we need to find in our question is, what is the speed of the current? Find the value of s. So to find the value of s, we need to eliminate m. How we do is, here instead of m square minus s square, so what we take is, instead of m square what we can write is 4s plus s square. So this is placed, substituted in this equation. What we get is 24s equals to 4 into m square. Instead of m square we can write 4s plus s square minus s square. So what we get is 24s equals to 4 times 16s plus 4s square minus s square. So this will be 3s square equals to, this goes this side with 8s. S and s cancels, so we have s stream value will be 8 divided by 3 kilometers per hour. This is the answer we need to find, and this is our answer. Option A is the answer. So that's all for today. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe. And this is a PO level arithmetic questions, PO prelims level arithmetic questions. So thanks for watching.